It's been a well-established fact for a while now that Republicans get hammered when it comes to the female vote in elections. Well, to respond to that, they planned an outreach program to try to convince women that they actually care about them and they're in favor of them. And this week, 3 out of the 4 Republican candidates for Colorado governor participated in such an event. And let's see how that went.
All right, the first of 3 periods will be the candidates back and forth to each other around our main theme, women and Colorado's future. Then, for about a half an hour, we will invite up a panel nominated by our Women of Centennial Institute co-host organization. And the moderator failed to implore the ladies to come and seat themselves at the panel table in the beginning. It's so much more ornamental if the 4 of you would be on the stage with the 4 of us. May I ask up Debbie Brown, Mackenzie Hughes, Krista Kafer, and Helen Raleigh to take their seats at the panel table. We were supposed to have a little of the dating game theme. I don't know if we can play any of that music right now, but the idea was that, there it is. Bachelor 1, Bachelor 2, Bachelor 3.
Sweet Jesus, they did the dating game. How can they be so stupid? You can't be that stupid. But they are. They just did it. That was their idea to reach out to women. And did you hear the moderator there? He said, well, we were trying to get some women on stage here because it'd be more ornamental if you're here. If you're reaching out to try to get female voters, here's an idea. Don't refer to them as ornamental. They just don't get it, man. They don't get it. Their brains aren't wired to get it. That what they just did is incredibly insulting because it furthers the stereotype that women are only good for dating and being a homemaker. And yeah, oh, your job. All right, ladies, step on down. We know you can only care about men if it's in the context of whether or not you want to date them. See, we care deeply about you, like it's 1953. They just don't get it, man. It's embarrassing. That whole thing is embarrassing. They played the music. They acted like it was a good idea. Look, the reason why women don't vote for you in large numbers, the reason why the Democrats always get a majority of the female vote, is because of your policies. Your policies are the problem, and that mindset is the problem. It's clear when you do something like that you don't take women seriously. You don't actually respect what their beliefs are and their ideas are on the different issues because you're saying the only way we could talk to you is if we pretend like it's a dating game. So the problem is that the Republicans in Congress, of course, voted against the Violence Against Women Act. There's a sunset clause on it. It always comes up. It has to be reapproved. They voted against the Violence Against Women Act. Why? Because they didn't want it to extend to Native American women and the LGBT community and LGBT women. Isn't that amazing? They said, no, we don't care enough about those communities to let it apply to them. And by the way, this isn't one of those bills where it's just like the name is flowery and there's no substance in it. There's substance in the Violence Against Women Act. For example, just one of the things it does, it sets up a hotline for women who are abused. It's very important. That's incredibly important. You know you have somewhere to call if the shit hits the fan and they take care of a whole bunch of different problems. And it's not just that. They do a number of things. The Republicans voted against it. They voted against the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act. Everybody knows what that is now. That was, I think, the first bill Obama signed. And what that did is it made it so that the statute of limitations in pay discrimination cases, it doesn't start from when the pay discrimination happens because you might not know that you're being discriminated against in your pay until much, much later. So instead, the statute of limitations starts when you notice that you're being discriminated against with your pay. See, Lilly Ledbetter, she was being discriminated against for years. She didn't know she was. And then when she found out, the court said, too late. went beyond the statute of limitation, and she's like, I just fucking figured it out. What are you talking about? So this fixed that problem. They voted against the Paycheck Fairness Act. They filibustered the Paycheck Fairness Act. That's also very important. So what that does is it gives more pay transparency, so that if a woman joins a company and she's doing the same job as a man has the same title as she does, and there's a pay discrepancy, number one, she can see it and she knows that it's happening, and then number two, it makes it so that the boss needs to explain why that's there. Okay, and they need to say, like, for example, if it's, oh, it's okay, you'll work your way up to that. He started at that too, but, you'll work your way up. Everybody does, and that's why there's the discrepancy. Okay, fine, no problem with that, right? But at least it shines a light on the issue. The Republicans filibustered it. This is why you're not getting the female vote. It's not because, oh, God, if we just say the right thing, if we just put enough women out there on stage, that's the old Republican trick. Sean Hannity does it too. Oh, we're going to bash black people? Bring on a black guy to bash black people, and then it'll be better. Oh, we're going to bash women? Bring on a woman to bash women and it'll be better. No. It's not about putting up a token anything. It's about your policies being in favor of that community. And if they are, then they will start to respect you. Until then, we see right through you. And when you do something like the dating game to try to get their vote, it's only going to make less vote for you.